Deciding to leave a narcissist means stepping into a grueling and tumultuous battle. Don't assume they'll let you go easily. A narcissist, with their inflated ego and insatiable need for control, will react with all sorts of manipulative tactics to pull you back in, making you pay for this so-called betrayal. They will transform into wolves in sheep's clothing, setting up sweet but deadly traps. Empty promises, fake displays of affection, or even terrifying fits of rage, all of these are designed to make you turn back. The level of control they have established in the relationship will determine just how ruthless their reaction will be. If they have successfully manipulated and dominated you, they will fight even harder and more viciously to reclaim the prey that slipped away. And the way you leave them will also influence the script they craft. A clean, firm breakup without hesitation will make them feel wounded and provoke a stronger backlash. But a hesitant departure, filled with emotional entanglements, will make it easier for them to lure you back into their web. Prepare yourself for a real battle, one where you are not only up against the narcissist, but also against your own vulnerabilities and past wounds. Today, we will uncover the aftermath of leaving a narcissist. How will they react? What manipulative tactics will they use to either pull you back in or seek revenge? And most importantly, how can you protect yourself and move forward? Join me as we expose the true face of narcissists and learn how to survive after escaping this toxic relationship. And don't forget, I have a special surprise for you at the end of the video, so stay tuned until the very end. When they want you to leave. When a narcissist wants you to leave, it's not a simple act of release. It's a carefully orchestrated plan where you are cast as the villain in your own story. In these relationships, you don't just endure emotional abuse, you also face a slow erosion of your mental and physical well-being. Narcissists employ calculated strategies to push you to your breaking point. They begin by mistreating you, criticizing, belittling, and even resorting to emotional or physical abuse. It's not that they don't see your value, they want to make you feel unworthy of staying. Meanwhile, their neglect and coldness create an ever-growing distance, making you feel utterly alone in the very relationship you once thought was your safe haven. When you seek comfort, you're met with indifference, and when you're completely drained, they let you be the one to walk away. Something they've secretly desired all along so they can avoid responsibility for the breakup. Once you decide to leave, the narcissist swiftly shifts roles, from the one who caused harm to the tragic victim. They tell the world they tried their best, that you never appreciated their love. They repeat phrases like, "I did everything I could, but they never understood me," or "I guess I was never enough," to draw sympathy from others and maintain the flawless image they've carefully constructed. Ironically, you, the one who endured it all, are now painted as the one at fault. They manipulate perceptions, turning the story into a tragic play where they are the suffering protagonist and you are the heartless antagonist. After everything, they move on without a second thought, without regret, as if you never existed. But this silence is not a sign of strength or emotional maturity. It's a reflection of their emptiness. To them, you were never truly a person. You were just a tool. The moment you no longer serve their needs, they discard you without hesitation and seek out a new supply. Another victim to continue their toxic cycle. They don't let you go because they've grown or learned a lesson. They simply need space to restart their game with someone new. Your departure doesn't break their heart. It merely propels them toward regaining control elsewhere. Escaping the grip of a narcissist is an incredibly difficult journey, but it is also a necessary liberation. No matter how much they pushed you away, remember that choosing to leave was the first step in reclaiming your freedom and peace. You are not the villain in their story. You are the brave soul who refused to play the role they assigned to you. Their silence and cold exit do not define your worth. They merely expose their true nature. Keep moving forward, because you deserve a better life. One where love and respect are not just empty promises, but genuine and undeniable truths. When you leave without their consent. To a narcissist, you are not just a person with your own values and identity, you are an essential piece in their power game. When you decide to leave without their approval, It's as if you've stolen their supply, something they believe they own. With their massive yet fragile ego, narcissists cannot handle loss, especially when it happens outside of their control. To them, you aren't just walking away. You are a traitor who has disrupted the intricate web of manipulation they so carefully constructed. And this is when the real battle begins. Your sudden departure will trigger an intense, unpredictable storm of reactions. They may cry, beg, and appear heartbreakingly vulnerable to awaken your compassion. They will do everything in their power to make you feel guilty, to convince you that your leaving has destroyed them. They won't hesitate to use threats, ranging from self-harm to ruining your reputation. But don't be fooled. This is not love. These are desperate attempts to regain control. To pull you back in, they will unleash a full arsenal of psychological tactics. On one hand, they will act remorseful, promising to change, swearing they can't live without you. These sweet words are not genuine signs of transformation, but rather a newly designed trap to lure you back into their grip. On the other hand, if their pity act fails, they may turn aggressive, resorting to intimidation, harassment, or even threats against you and your loved ones. This is when their true nature is fully exposed, a person unwilling to relinquish power and control even if it means destroying another's life in the process. During this phase, you may feel torn between sympathy and fear. Their tears and pleas might stir your compassion, especially if you are naturally empathetic. But remember, this is how they exploit your kindness to regain control over you. At the same time, their threats and aggressive behavior might instill fear, making you consider surrendering just to avoid conflict. However, the most crucial thing to remember is this: you are not responsible for their emotions, their actions, or their life. Think of your departure as an act of courage, a conscious decision to protect yourself from toxicity. In this critical moment, setting firm and unbreakable boundaries is essential. You must stand your ground and not allow their manipulative tactics to shake your resolve. Doing so is not only crucial for your inner peace, but also sends a clear message that their control over you has truly ended. Leaving a narcissist is not just a physical act, it is a deeply emotional and psychological journey. You will battle self-doubt. Did I make the right choice? Am I being too harsh? These questions arise not only from your emotions, but also from the deeply ingrained manipulation they planted in your mind. Do not let these doubts pull you back. Instead, focus on the truth. You deserve a life free from toxicity, where love and respect are genuine, not weapons of control. Remember, your departure is not just a loss for them. It is an opportunity for you to reclaim your power and rebuild your life. Do not let their tears, promises, or threats alter your decision. Every step forward is a step toward rediscovering your worth, healing, and embracing a future filled with true love and self-respect. This journey will not be easy, but it is necessary for you to break free from the shadows of manipulation and step into the light of freedom. Trust in your inner strength, because you are not just leaving a relationship, you are reclaiming yourself. A narcissist may continue trying to drag you back, but the choice is always yours. And when you choose yourself, nothing, not even their desperate grasp, can stop you from moving forward. When rejection turns a narcissist obsessive, a journey of facing psychological retaliation, there is an undeniable truth about narcissists. They never take rejection lightly. To them, rejection is not just a loss, it is a deep wound to their already fragile and vulnerable ego. A narcissist perceives your departure as a direct attack on their very existence. They don't just see it as betrayal, they take it as proof that they are no longer important or in control. This is where their obsessive reactions begin, where they resort to every possible tactic to seek revenge or regain their shaken sense of power. When the feeling of rejection takes hold of a narcissist's mind, they do not respond in a normal way. Instead of letting go and moving on, they enter an obsessive phase where every action is designed to reclaim dominance. One of the first strategies they employ is exerting pressure through the people around you. They will reach out to your friends, family, or even your children, not to reconcile, but to manipulate the situation to their advantage. They might play the role of the pitiful victim, distorting the narrative to gain sympathy. With every retelling, they paint you as the villain, the cold, selfish person who destroyed the relationship. In the eyes of your loved ones, your image may become twisted, leaving you feeling isolated and deprived of crucial support when you need it the most. But it doesn't stop there. A narcissist may escalate their retaliation by destroying your reputation. To achieve this, they spread false rumors, twist harmless events into controversial stories, and turn you into a subject of judgment. With their masterful manipulation skills, they know exactly how to frame the story so that they appear as the victim, while you become the one responsible for all the chaos. These lies spread quickly, tarnishing your reputation not only in real life but also on social media. This not only inflicts emotional distress, but can also severely damage your career, relationships, and overall life stability. Their obsession does not remain limited to indirect tactics. When their attempts to manipulate others fail to yield the desired results, they escalate to direct harassment. They flood you with incessant calls and messages, sometimes pleading sweetly, other times hurling aggressive threats. They may show up unannounced at your home, workplace, or anywhere they know you'll be. Every encounter is not a conversation, but an attempt to re-establish control. They do not care about the emotional turmoil they are causing, because in their minds, your silence or rejection is an unforgivable crime. But why do they become so obsessive? Simply put, a narcissist cannot tolerate losing power. Their relationship with you was never just about personal connection. It was a tool to reinforce their ego. When you walk away, they feel a sense of loss, not because of love, but because their control is being challenged. They see you more as a possession than a person. And when that possession is no longer theirs, their inner fears take over. The obsessive behavior of a narcissist can drain you mentally and emotionally. Constant harassment can make you feel like there is no escape from their grip. You might even start doubting yourself, questioning whether leaving was the right decision. But always remember, everything they do is just a ploy to drag you back into the role of their submissive. You are not responsible for their emotional wounds, and you are not obligated to return just to ease their insecurities. Facing a narcissist in this obsessive phase requires firmness and clarity. The most crucial thing is to set and maintain your boundaries. Do not let their sweet words or threats sway you. Protect your peace by seeking support from family, friends, or a therapist. Document every instance of harassment to use as evidence if necessary. In some cases, legal measures may be required to ensure your safety. Remember, a narcissist's behavior is not a reflection of your worth. It is a manifestation of their own deep-seated instability. They become obsessed because they cannot accept that you were strong enough to leave. Consider your rejection as a turning point, a chance to break free from their control and rebuild your life. This journey may be difficult, but it is also an opportunity to rediscover your inner strength and true self-worth. By standing firm in your decision, you not only reclaim your freedom but also break the toxic cycle they desperately try to maintain. No matter how obsessive they become, your resilience is the only answer. And remember, you are not alone. Many have broken free and found peace. You can too, because you deserve a life of true freedom, peace, and happiness. On life's challenging journey, when facing toxic relationships, especially with a narcissist, walking away requires not only courage but also patience, awareness, and a steadfast heart. Escaping the manipulative grip of a narcissist is nothing short of a battle, one where you must confront cunning tactics, sweet lies, and even terrifying outbursts. Remember, your peace is the top priority. Never allow anyone, even those you once loved, to have the power to hurt you, manipulate you, or take away your freedom. If you are in this situation, please don't lose hope. Stay strong, believe in your inner strength, and seek a trustworthy support network, friends, family, or professional therapists who will listen, understand, and stand by you on your healing journey. And don't forget to establish firm boundaries to protect yourself. Learn to say no to unreasonable demands, cut off all contact with the narcissist, and focus on caring for and loving yourself. This journey may be long and challenging, but trust that at the end of the road, the light of happiness and freedom awaits you. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share your story in the comments. Every story you share is not just a way to express your emotions, but also an inspiration and motivation for others on their path to reclaiming peace and happiness. Always remember, you deserve happiness and freedom.